Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Cubs fans, it's Michael Bush. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Okay, all signed up. Easy. Now let's run payroll. What the?
Hey girl, I'm you with more gusto.
Nice. Who's that?
New social media manager, hired and onboarded with gusto. And spoiler, we're kind of famous now.
Wait, we're famous?
Oh, well, I'm famous. Payroll, benefits, and HR. Designed and built for small businesses. Choose a future with gusto.
What if you could have the most reliable fiber-powered Wi-Fi? And get this, what if you could keep it at the same price for 5 years guaranteed? Now through August 24th, new Xfinity customers can get our best price on gig Wi-Fi this summer before it disappears. Just $50 a month for 5 years. No annual contracts, no hidden fees, and our best equipment included. Plus, get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. It's Wi-Fi that finds and fixes problems before you even notice them. Like super intelligent Wi-Fi with a sixth sense. Plus, it keeps you protected from online threats. And get Peacock Premium included for 2 years. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities. Get it now at Xfinity.com. Xfinity. Imagine that. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and autopay with stored bank account. Taxes and fees extra. Speeds vary. Use of fiber coaxial cable. Learn more at Xfinity.com/same-day Wi-Fi. Hey.
Long run, Friedel, he lays out and makes the headlong diving catch.
Rocchio in the hole, gets up quickly, throws.
On the bounce, dug out by Mansardo. Holy cow, what a play!
Way back onto the warning track. Oh, he reeled it in! Jacob!
Fielded by Jazz, acrobatic throw off balance in time.
Collins races over, dives, makes the grab. A barrel roll toward the line.
Diving play with one hopper by Jazz, just gets up, throws it out. Dandy play right there by Jazz.
Coming on, diving Martinez, he made the catch! Ball game!
Slides at the third, diving Graham!
Barossa coming on, he dives and he's got it! What a catch!
Long run for DeBear, sliding, diving, tumbling, makes the catch.
At the wall! A spectacular grab and the Reds shut out Cleveland! And in a hurry, Friedel, he slides and he scoops it.
The dive is crossed and throws him out.
Let's take a trip around baseball for a look at some of the funkiest moments from the field.
And now he slips and falls, the ball gets by him. No, it wasn't not me. No, not me.
And it hits him right in the tucks. Pitches that took the bat right out of their hands.
Terang didn't see it.
Man, that's tough luck.
With that wand ready to wave some magic.
It goes way over Devers' head at first.
There's a big cockroach in the dugout, apparently.
But for every time you fall, you can always get right back on the horse with a fine fielding play.
Melendez over, dives, makes the catch. Off his glove, there's no way. Oh!
How about that?
A sensational catch.
By Ryan Waldschmidt.
Torque meets railing, and Torque wins.
It's gone! What day!
Brian Reynolds robs Ohtani. It's showtime.
And that might be the play of the year for the Ball Dudes.
How about that?
Both teams have great starting pitching. That's kind of the challenge when you face these two teams. We're gonna face very good starters, so important to keep ourselves in the game. As we go, because these guys can really pitch, and you kind of expect maybe some low scoring, which means it'll be high scoring.
Yeah, right. At Wrigley, you just never know, right? When you look at certain series, and this week in particular, it's been circled on a calendar for a long time for a lot of fans. You get Yankees, Dodgers. Any different for you as a manager? Do you look at that, or it's just, okay, we got through St. Louis, now we got New York, now LA, then, and kind of go that route?
Yeah, I mean, it's the next day on the calendar. It's the Yankees are obviously a marquee name, but look, there's a lot of ways to think about it. I mean, in the standings, the Cardinals games are more important than the Yankee games, and that's just the way it works. But I think every game's important, and so I know there's going to be a lot of juice in the stadium today with it being a Yankee game, but it's another day, and that's how you have to treat it. We've Seiya's got the day off today because he needs a day off, and you don't change it because of who you're playing necessarily. So that's how we're going to think about it.
Well, good luck on this just another day and this weekend, buddy.
Thanks, Coom.
That's Manager Show. Zach, back to you.
Coom, thank you. Celebrate the life and legacy of Chicago icon WXRT's Lynn Bramer at Metro's Hometown Celebration on August 16th. This special memorial event will benefit the Lynn Bramer Scholars Fund with a special performance from the Score's Matt Spiegel and the Lindberghers, as well as appearances from WXRT personalities. Tickets on sale now at metrochicago.com. When we come back, the pick to perform next on The Score in the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Talking Cubs Monday through Friday with Rahimi, Harris, and Grody, 10 a.m. to 2 on 104.3 The Score.
Performing a double lung and liver transplant on a lung cancer patient had never been done until now. Using a breakthrough approach, Northwestern Medicine performed this first-of-its-kind triple transplant. Northwestern Medicine. Better.
Do you suffer from frozen work calls, dead spots, or chronic buffering? Are the spinning wheels getting you down? It's important to know that it's not you, it's your Wi-Fi. The good news is you don't need to see a tech doctor. You simply need to get Eero. Eero's fast, reliable, award-winning Wi-Fi is built for people who need something that's simple to set up and just works and works and works. Learn how much better your Wi-Fi life can be at Eero.com.
Hey, Chicago, if your commercial business needs a new roof or you have persistent leaks, call a Local 11 roofing and waterproofing contractor whose service technicians have all gone through a 5-year apprenticeship training program. Knock the ball out of the park. Visit us at ChicagoRoofingContractors.org.
Every team needs a closer. Injured? Dial Pound Law. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Proud partner of the Chicago Cubs, Morgan & Morgan, 332 South Michigan Avenue, Chicago.
Here it comes. Swung on and hit high in the air. Deep right center field. It's got a chance, Thomas, at the wall, and it is off the wall, and it bounces by both fielders. Caratini scores. Lee's going to score. Royce Lewis has tripled home the winning runs.
3-2 offering. Swung on in the air. Right center field and deep. Back goes the center fielder. Leaping at the wall. It is caught! Oh, I don't believe it. What a catch by Dane Myers.
Dom blasts another one dead center field. An unbelievable night here at Dodger Stadium.
Sandy Alcantara on his 97th pitch gets through 7 shutout innings.
The Tigers score in every inning with a 19-hit attack. Final score, the Tigers even up this series at a game apiece.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
That's going to be a fair ball for Cianfrocco. He's going to get at least a double. There's that tough corner. Throw coming in. It's way over. I don't know what happened. It might have hit the stands, and the Padres have scored a run on that play.
Watch this. He goes down, picks it up, and he gets a piece of paper between the ball and his fingers.
That's the weirdest play I've seen in forever.
No surprise fees. Go to gusto.com today and see why over 500,000 small businesses call Gusto their MVP. That's GUSTO.com. Gusto.com.
Hey, baseball fans, step up to the plate like a pro with the world's largest sports book at your fingertips. Circa Sports is sports betting the way it should be, with no bet fees in Illinois. Circa Sports brings you player-friendly pricing, enhanced in-game options, exceptional customer service, and more. Whether you're betting with the home team or scouting the next big matchup, take your swing with the Circa Sports app. Start betting like a pro from anywhere, anytime in Illinois. Download your new bookie today at circasports.com.
Chicago weather is tough. Your home siding should be tougher. Hardy Siding is engineered for our climate. James Hardy Building Products, siding with the Cubs. Learn more at jameshardy.com.
Hey, Cubs fans, Pat Hughes and Ron Coomer here. This Cubs season, listen.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way, with real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Here comes red, blue, and green.
Let's see, how does this happen?
Oh! What was that came flying in?
Got the guard trying to get out of the way.
I mean, that is going all out.
Now watch. Here comes the pizza, see it?
Oh! Jeez.
Highly unnecessary.
I wonder why did he do that?
Do you see yourself maybe one day after baseball, like maybe food critic, food writer?
I would love to do that. That's the plan. I've been doing it ever since I was in the big leagues. It's just fun. It's fun to interact with people like the fans, because a lot of my followers are baseball fans. Mm-hmm. So it's nice to interact with them on a topic that's not baseball. A lot of people seem to rally around that. I mean, who doesn't love good food?
Bottom four, 3-0 Blue Jays. Kazuma Okamoto to lead it off for the Blue Jays at a fly ball to right in his first at bat. As Okamoto drills one. High, deep, gone! His first home run as a Blue Jay, and it is 4-0. Big time power to the opposite field.
He came here with a power bat, and to show that early in the season, he's got these fans on their seats.
Shortstop, Spencer Jones is batting seventh and playing left field. Luis Sanchez catching, and Jose Caballero batting ninth and playing second base. Those are the Yanks. Here are the Cubs. Pete Crow Armstrong leading off in center. Pedro Ramirez at third base. Michael Bush at first base. Alex Bregman batting cleanup and performing as the designated hitter. Ian Happ in left field. The second baseman is Nico Horner. Horner batting sixth. Michael Conforto in right. Dansby Swanson at short. And batting ninth and catching for the Chicago Cubs, Miguel Amaya. So there you have the lineups. Cubs take the field. Back to get this ball game started right after this. You are listening to The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Live in the Chicagoland area? Get all the Cubs games on the Odyssey app. AUDACY.
Okay, all signed up. Easy. Now let's run payroll. What the?
Hey girl, I'm you with more gusto.
Nice.
Who's that? New social media manager, hired and onboarded with gusto. And spoiler, we're kind of famous now.
Wait, we're famous?
Oh, well, I'm famous. Payroll, benefits, and HR. Designed and built for small businesses. Choose a future with gusto.
Who's on first? Southwest Airlines, ranked first among U.S. airlines by the Wall Street Journal. Based on WSJ's 2025 rankings. See southwest.com/WSJ.
It's game time, and that makes it the perfect time for a Yuengling flight. At just 2.6 carbs, 95 calories, and packed with flavor, Flight is the next generation of light beer from the oldest brewery in America. Look for Flight wherever you buy beer. And Patrick, Cubs coming off a great road trip, but you know the other thing, it's just great to be back home at Wrigley Field.
It sure is, Ron, and with the Yankees in town, just a little something extra special is in the air. The teams are both good. They're both second-place teams in their divisions right now. The Cubs behind Milwaukee. The Yankees are behind Tampa by 3.5. The Cubs 5.5 behind the Brewers. But with the Yankees and their tradition and all of their World Series, this is a special weekend at Wrigley.
Well, it really is. You know, the Yankee lore of their old ballpark and everything is no longer. They've got a new ballpark. And now Wrigley Field becomes that park that has all the tradition and history. But this series is always a big one. I've played in this series on both sides, and it's always a fun series.
We are ready to get this ball game underway. Paul Goldschmidt, former Cardinal, former Diamondback, now with the Yankees, leads off. He's their first baseman. The first pitch from Shota Imanaga on the way, taken high, and away we go. Tom Hanahan calling balls and strikes. The first base umpire, Ron Culpa. Scott Berry at second and Manny Gonzalez at third. Here's the next pitch, bounced foul. The announcement of the umpires, sponsored by Old National Bank, where relationships and results matter. The starting lineups we gave you earlier, brought to you by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Little on the humid side today. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. 1-2, 79 degrees, game time temp. Sponsored by Four Seasons, your trusted local experts for heating, air conditioning, plumbing, sewer, and electric. Shota ahead of Goldschmidt, 1-2 the pitch. Pulled on the ground at third, one hop, glove by Ramirez cleanly, the throw in time. Ramirez has to have some excitement in his system today, Ron. Not only is he playing, the Yankees are here, but he's batting second in the Cubs lineup.
Yeah, very, very fun for him. You know, and it's always when you're a young player and you just get to the big leagues, you know, you start looking at the schedule and looking at teams you could play. And, you know, you always think about playing teams like the Yankees, the Dodgers. It always stands out. And as you said, he's swinging a bat well, too, so he gets moved up in the lineup to the 2-hole.
Ben Rice, left-handed batting designated hitter, leads the Yankees with 31 home runs. Open stance. The left-handed batter will take a strike from Shota. Cubs wearing their City Connect Friday afternoon uniforms. Powder blue shirts, white trousers, white and blue caps. Now the 1-1, lefty to lefty. Imanaga to Rice, swing and a miss. Cubs have white trousers and a variety of shoe colors. The Yankees in their traveling grays. I don't think these traveling unis for them have changed in half a century or more. Gray shirts and trousers. The rest is real dark navy blue. And it even looks black. Here's a swing and a miss. Strike three. And Ben Rice is out number 2. Shota really pitching well, Ron. In his last 2 games, he has not allowed a run against either Minnesota or the Pirates.
Yeah, he's been outstanding. And, you know, the Thing is, he's added a little two-seam fastball to his repertoire. The breaking ball we know he's had, but now he's not just four-seam fastball and split finger. It just gives just a little different look, and it has really worked.
Aaron Judge still not in the lineup for the Yanks. He's injured with a rib cage issue. Here comes the 1-0 to Ahmad Rosario. Swing and a miss. The count 1-1.
First inning, powered by Invesco QQQ. Let's rethink possibility. Invesco Distributors Incorporated.
Great crowd. They came ready to make some noise today, I feel. Here comes the 1-1 from Imanaga to Rosario. Fisted foul out of play. Uniform description sponsored by Benjamin Moore. On the field or the walls of your home, the right team and colors make all the difference. Official paint of the Chicago Cubs, Benjamin Moore. The lights have actually been turned on in the early afternoon hours here in Chicago. The 1-2 lifted to right down the line, slicing foul and dropping out of play.
Speed Gun today, powered by Xfinity. Reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Xfinity, imagine that. Soto will probably top out at 92 today, but it's that combination of split and fastball that is his big weapons.
Rosario, open stance, right-handed batter waiting. Taking down low, and it's 2-2. Yankees have been on the south side playing the White Sox. They lost back-to-back extra inning games to the Sox the last two nights, or two ball games. Here comes the 2-2 from Shota to Rosario. And that is swung on and fouled at the plate. He just did make contact.
Feel like a Bosch prediction brought to you by Bosch Power Tools. Feel like a Bosch. Now, I know we had a quick turnaround today, but are you still feeling Boschish?
I am, even though it is a very personal question to ask. Absolutely. Here comes the 2-2. From Shota to Rosario, fisted foul on the ground, 2-2.
I wasn't quite Boschish when we get off the plane. I was a little tired, but this morning I figured you were ready to go and feeling very Boschish.
So you're both rejuvenated and reboshed? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes, absolutely.
Here comes the 2-2 from Shota Imanaga. The pitch just inside. It's 3-2. No, I have a good feeling from a Cubs standpoint about this series. I really do. I think the Cubs will take at least 2 out of 3.
There we go. I like it.
Here's the stretch. Now time call. The Cubs catcher Amaya wants to walk out. He's got an issue with, I think, the pitch comm, possibly.
Defensive alignment, sponsored by Fitzgerald Equipment, material handling handled. Learn more at FitzgeraldEquipment.com. Wind is blowing out a little bit towards the left field foul pole. So from the right field foul pole to the left field foul pole. So Ian in left field is playing deep and well around towards the line, which is kind of normal nowadays with Pete kind of roaming through the middle of the diamond. Pete Armstrong playing straight up against Rosario in center field.
We're ready for the resumption of play. And Craig Counsell wants to come out and discuss something with home plate umpire Tom Hanahan. Not sure what this would entail, Ron. How about you?
I'm not sure.
Dansby Swanson chatting with the second base umpire Scott Berry and third base umpire Manny Gonzalez, conversing with Cub third baseman Pedro Ramirez. Anyway, we're ready to resume action. No score, top of the first, 2 down, bases empty. 3-2 pitch on the way from Shota Imanaga, lifted foul and out of play. Shota overall this season 7-8. His ERA 3.72. But he has not allowed a run in either of his last 2 starts against the Twins or the Pirates. 3-2 pitch fouled away. Rosario chased a pitch that was quite a bit outside, but With 2 strikes, you're never sure.
What that tells me, with him being able to make contact with that ball off the plate away, he's looking for the split finger. That was a split away and off the plate. See if they go inside hard with a fastball.
Now the 3-2. There it is. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Good call, Ron. Shota works 1, 2, 3 with a pair of strikeouts. Strikeouts by Cubs pitchers. Those are brought to you by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. 0-0 game. We go to the bottom of the first on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Chicago, this is Alex Bregman. Pat and Ron call every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Canseco back to the track, looking up. It is off his head, it looked like, and over the top. A home run.
Hit Canseco in the head. Look at this. Boink. And it's out of here.
Jose, you've hit a lot of home runs, but that shot will live forever.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Apply. Requires paperless billing and autopay with stored bank account. Taxes and fees extra. Speeds vary. Use of fiber coaxial cable. Learn more at xfinity.com/same-day Wi-Fi.
Hey, Cubs fans, make history with your business in the Village of Bedford Park. To learn more, contact Adam Colopy at ACOLLOPY at villageofbedfordpark.com.
Bottom of the first, no score. Right-hander Will Warren will work to Pete Crow Armstrong. First pitch low and inside for a ball. Ron, if you were in that Cubs lineup, what would be your plan against Warren?
You got to be prepared for the fastball between the 4-seamer and the 2-seamer. He's going to use it, over half the time, the fastball, basically.
Next pitch missing, 2-0 to Pete.
But I would be on the fastball until he showed me that he was going to throw me more breaking stuff. I just think he's one of those guys that's going to try to stay ahead with the heater.
Pete chops it foul. Cubs leadoff man presented by Benny's Beverage Depot. If Pete Crow Armstrong gets a base hit, Benny's will donate $200 to service dog charities. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. Pete hitting .285. Red batting gloves on either hand. Warren's pitch outside, 3-1. Let's see if he gets something to hammer.
Now the 2-0 pitch to Pete was a backdoor breaking ball, and now that 2-1 pitch was a changeup.
And the pitch, swing and a miss. Count has gone full.
He went fastballs to start the at-bat, missed, and has gotten back in the at-bat, speaking of Warren, with the off-speed pitches. Pete got a changeup inner half about mid-thigh, but it was the change of speed that got him.
Beautiful green ivy on the outfield walls all the way around. Here's the payoff pitch. A bullet up the middle, but gloved by the shortstop Volpe, playing him perfectly right behind second. That ball hit the mound, jumped up in the air. Volpe grabbed it and made the throw to first. Hard hit ball, but it's out number one. Score at 6-3. Scoreless game here in the first inning, and the batter is Pedro Ramirez.
Now the backdoor breaking ball, kind of a hanger, but it stayed away enough to where Pete had to really go out and get that ball and hooked it right back into the pitcher's mound.
Ramirez taking outside for a ball. Pedro hitting well of late. His average at .311. There are very few 300 hitters around big league ball these days. He will take a strike here, and the count 1-1.
Well, and it's getting to that point now, Pat, where, it's like Okay, how's he doing? He's got 90 at-bats now, so that would be, there's a good, barometer of where he's at hitting. He's been swinging the bat good since he's got to the big leagues.
Not only that, Ron, I've noticed him defensively. He seems to be a very cool customer, and he's played a couple of different spots. Today he's playing third base. He's played second base. But when the game is on the line and the ball is hit to him, no problem.
Yeah, there was a play yesterday. The ball hit to his backhand side up the middle.
Here's the ground ball. That's a base hit into left field. The shortstop Volpe was over near second. And Ramirez hit that ball between the third baseman and the shortstop. It's a one-out single. 0-0 game, and the batter is Michael Busch.
He gets a little hanging backdoor hook, and he just shoots it in a vacated shortstop spot. But there was a ball hit yesterday in the extra innings to his backhand side that if you're a little shaky on defense, you don't make that play. Your hands get stiff, and you don't make the catch of the ground ball. He made the play look very routine, and I was like, now that's a guy that's playing solid defense and confident defense with his hands.
He's at first with one away. Busch, the batter, hitting .243. Red batting gloves on either hand. Here's the pitch by Will Warren. It is fouled away. And the count 0-2 on Michael. Not an empty seat to be seen as you look around Wrigley. Bleachers, lower deck, upper deck. Plenty of fans on the rooftops across Sheffield and Waveland Avenues. Here's a pitch low and outside, 1-2.
We had stuff to do this morning here at Wrigley, so I got into the neighborhood somewhere around 9:30, 9:45, somewhere in there. The neighborhood was packed. You could just feel the buzz. There were a lot of Yankee shirts, Cub fans everywhere. You knew this is a big series for everybody.
The pitch to Busch, check swing. Did he go? No swing. Warren's last outing was kind of a bumpy ride against the Phillies on the 26th of July. 3 innings, 6 earned runs, and he suffered the loss in an 11-4 Yankee defeat. He also had a rough outing earlier this month at Tampa. Gave up 6 earned runs in 4 innings. Here comes the 2-2. Busch hits a ground ball to first. Goldschmidt goes to second. 1. The throw back to first. Double play. Goldschmidt still a great fielder. 3-6-3 on the double play. Neither team scores. We go to the second inning here at Wrigley. This is The Score on the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Chicago, this is Carson Kelly. Pat and Ron call every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Eugenio Suarez singled to center his last time. Suarez skies the ball to deep left field, way back and gone! Beyond the bullpen, onto the concourse! Oh, Gino crushed it, and the Reds have a 3-2 lead.
Looked like a hanging breaking ball up and out over the plate, and see you later.
Suarez is scalding hot.
I mean, that ball was just launched.
435 feet on the bomb to left.
Nationally ranked for neurology and neurosurgery by U.S. News and World Report, Jeff's team treated his 1-in-a-million condition. They removed the tumor and vertebrae in one piece, then rebuilt his spine with a metal frame. Northwestern Medicine. Better.
Shop Grand Appliance for expert advice, fast delivery, professional installation, and of course, the lowest prices every day on top brands like Bosch. Visit grandappliance.com for full details.
Top 2 here at Wrigley Field. Cubs and Yankees are scoreless. The second inning is brought to you by Sea Glass Wines, official partner of the Cubs, bringing the California coast to you wherever you are. Pat?
Okay, Zach, thank you. Second inning, scoreless game. Jason Dominguez, right-handed batting right fielder, steps in. He's got 6 home runs. And the pitch on the way, low and inside for ball one. Shota worked a 1-2-3 first inning with a pair of strikeouts. The former Japanese star Shota Imanaga working 1-0. And there's a strike. 1-1. We welcome baseball fans from all over this great land of ours and even beyond the shores of the USA. Here's the 1-1. It's outside. We welcome you to Wrigley Field. Cubs against the Yankees, two of the most iconic franchises in all of sports. And now the 2-1 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, 2-2. All of the other 28 teams will play later on tonight under the lights. Now the 2-2 from Imanaga. Low and inside to Dominguez.
Friday afternoon, something special around Wrigley Field, right? The only game going on right now, and that's the norm for the day games here at Wrigley on Fridays.
Now the stretch for the 3-2. It's on the way. Swing and a miss. Third straight strikeout for Shota Imanaga. That pitch was out toward the outside corner, but he had some good movement on it. Gets the swinging strikeout. Strikeouts by Cubs pitchers brought to you by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. One away, here's Trent Grisham.
Well, for hitters, when Shota throws that high split, as soon as you see split coming out and you see it up, you go on the attack. That pitch stayed in the outside corner or away. Yeah, and he got the punch out of Dominguez.
This is his second career start against these Yankees. He worked at Yankee Stadium last July, where he picked up the win in a 4-1 Cubs victory. He worked 7 innings that day, pitched very well, 1 run on just 2 hits. Now the 1-1 to Trent Grisham. Hit in the air, shallow left, toward the line, coming in, routine play, Ian Happ, out number 2.
You know, as you were saying that, I was thinking, for Shota, you know, pitching here at Wrigley against the Yankees, you know, he grew up in Japan and playing baseball there. But when you face a franchise, everybody in the world knows the Yankees franchise and their history. And so for him pitching for the Cubs, and then against New York, you know, for every baseball player, it's a big deal. This is a big series.
Absolutely, Ron. Here's Anthony Volpe batting. Volpe, right-handed batting shortstop. Takes low and outside for a ball. And the 1-0 from Shota. Swinging a foul back. I would say just about every sports fan on the globe would have heard of both the Yankees and the Cubs.
Yes,
if
absolutely.
You're a true sports fan.
Well, there is no doubt. You know about the history in our game is such a global game now.
Here comes the 1-1. Fly ball, foul, left side. It'll drift out of play, 1-2. And you could probably put the Los Angeles Dodgers in that category as well.
No doubt.
But there's always something special in the air when the Cubs play the Yanks. I remember a day when Kerry Wood pitched against Roger Clemens. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Shota with 4 strikeouts after the first 2 innings. No Yankee has reached base against him so far. We go to the bottom of the 2nd inning. 0-0 game on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Talking Cubs Monday through Friday with Rahimi, Harrison, Grody, 10 a.m. to 2 on 104.3 The Score.
Plumbing emergency.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Beer, and more beer.
Hey, it's like Jenga.
Broken bat for Freeland. Ball to second. Corner boots it. Everybody's safe.
Whatever superstition you have, you're employing it right now.
Not sure why that was Chargers' ball, and he misjudged it.
He literally has a shirt that says "dump here." He's got a 62 shirt. That's pretty awesome. That's just impressive preparation.
Grammy Award-winning country artist Ashley McBryde is coming to Gallagher Way on August 8th, just outside Wrigley Field. General admission and VIP tickets are available. Get tickets at GallagherWay.com. Pat?
Okay, Zach. Alex Bregman, first up in the Cubs' second inning, swings away and pops it up foul. Might be playable for the catcher Sanchez. It is. Only about 20 feet away from home plate. And that's out number one. 0-0 game. Here's Ian Happ coming up.
Well, that pitch hit straight up by Bregman, as you said, Pat. It almost landed still in the dirt behind home plate.
Happ batting left-handed against the right-hander Will Warren. Takes low and inside for a ball. Happ among the team leaders with his 18 home runs. Pete Crow Armstrong's 24 is tops on the team. Pitch to Happ is outside. The ball will carry to left field, certainly in these conditions right now. Here comes the 2-0. Happ will take a strike.
Yeah, it was sprinkling, the bottom half of last inning, or the top half of this inning, and it seems to have stopped. It's actually getting brighter here at Wrigley Field.
Now the 2-1. Happ takes strike two call, 2-2. Just getting started in a 3-game series. A rare Saturday night game tomorrow evening at 6:15. That's on Fox Television. Here's the 2-2. Check swing. Happ takes low, 3-2. Tomorrow's pitchers, left-handers, David Peterson for the Cubs, Max Fried for the Yanks. And then Sunday, back to a 1:20 start, Colin Ray against Garrett Cole. Happ takes strike three call. Happ caught looking, 2 down. Strikeout number 1 for Will Warren. And the batter is Nico Horner.
Ian looking for something off speed. He got a fastball. I'm going to get a lot of the strike zone, inner half. But he was looking for an off-speed pitch.
Nico's been a hot hitter of late as he takes a strike. Horner enjoyed a 9-hit series over in St. Louis the last 4 games. 9-hit series run. There's something that'll never go out of style for a hitter.
Isn't that the truth?
Nico fouls it away, 0-2. This is also a spot where if he can get on, he might think about stealing a bag.
Absolutely. I think Cubs did a very good job in the last couple series, actually, of not only hitting, as we know, they scored some runs and they were generating offense. Things were good, but they, generating it with the bat. But they did a good job generating it with the base running too.
Horner swings and misses, strike 3, and that ends the inning. 2 scoreless innings in the books. We go to the 3rd on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Spiegel and Holmes, great.
the bubblegum blowing contest. It was fun. It was at a time when Topps included bubblegum in their baseball cards, and that was the gum we used. These are all my baseball cards. The Topps one is right there. It's developed into somewhat of a big nostalgic thing, and there are a lot of people that, you know, that's one of their favorite baseball cards. It's kind of crazy.
Let's take a trip around baseball for a look at some of the funkiest moments from the field.
And now he slips and falls. The ball gets by him. No, it wasn't not me. No, not me.
And it hits him right in the tuchus. Pitches that took the bat right out of their hands.
Terang didn't see it.
Man, that's tough luck.
With that wand ready to wave some magic.
It goes way over Devers' head at first.
There's a big cockroach in the dugout, apparently.
But for every time you fall, you can always get right back on the horse with a fine fielding play.
Melendez over, dives, makes the catch. Off his glove, there's no way. Oh, how about that?
A sensational catch.
By Ryan Waldschmidt. Torque meets railing, and Torque wins. It's gone! What day!
Brian Reynolds robs Ohtani. It's showtime.
And that might be the play of the year for the Ball Dudes.
How about that?
Top three at Wrigley Field. Cubs and Yankees are scoreless. It is 78 degrees and cloudy at the friendly confines. Wind blowing from right to left. Time and temperature sponsored by Circa Sports. Sports betting the way it should be with no bet fees. Pat?
Spencer Jones, left-handed batter with a wide open stance. Takes a slow curve from Shota Imanaga. Jones, 1 home run, 7 RBIs, hitting .245. Big kid. Here's the pitch on the way, and that's going to be a strike. 0-2. The Yankees lineup is not what it looked like when they were healthy. When they were healthy, the 3 very important hitters were in there that are not in there right now. Here comes the 0-2. Lone outside for a ball. We mentioned Aaron Judge, league MVP a year ago, out with a rib cage muscle. And the Yankee people were telling us they are hoping he gets back by Labor Day.
Yeah.
So that sounds like it's pretty serious, Ron. That's well over a month.
Well, he's done absolutely nothing with his upper body since he's been hurt.
There's a chopper foul at the plate, 1-2.
He can't do anything until the pain goes away, and that has not been the case yet.
Giancarlo Stanton is out with what is called a severe right calf injury, and that can linger much longer than you want it to. Here comes the 1-2. Off the inside corner, and the count 2-2. And Cody Bellinger, former Cub, is out with a hamstring issue. So you're talking about 3 very big bats that are not there.
Yeah, right in the middle of their lineup. Their 3 top hitters all out.
Now the 2-2. Fouled away by Spencer Jones. Shota Imanaga has been razor sharp so far, striking out 4 of the first 6. Nobody has reached base against him. Looking for his 8th win of the year. The diminutive left-hander ready, and the 2-2 pitch on the way to Jones. And here it comes. Strike 3 called. Had him set up beautifully. Jones looking for something off speed, and a fastball stunned him for out number 1.
Yeah, looking for the split once again, and he got the 2-seamer running at the top of the zone inside. And good pitch by Shota, and good sequence, and so far he's been able to keep the Yankees off balance here in the first couple innings.
Scoreless game, 3rd inning, 1 away, nobody on. Ali Sanchez, right-handed batting catcher, takes inside. Here comes the 1-0 pitch from Shota to Sanchez. It's high for a ball.
3rd inning brought to you by Consumers Credit Union. The people in your corner who stand up for you wherever you go. Consumers Credit Union.
And now the 2-0 from Shota Imanaga. to Ali Sanchez. Swing and a miss. I was reading about some of the games from yesterday. I see where the Twins' Cody Clemens, down to his last strike, hit a game-ending grand slam in Minneapolis to allow the Twins to beat Kansas City 4-3.
Wow.
And I read the entire article, Ron. It brought up David Bodie's grand slam. There's a fastball high. It said that Clemens, being down to his last strike, the first big leaguer to hit a game-winning grand slam when he's down to his last strike, was the first one since David Bodie did so on a Sunday night for the Cubs in August of 2018. Strike two called. The count was 3-1. The batter started to walk. I thought he was heading to the dugout, but he was thinking it was ball 4. It's now 3-2 on Ali Sanchez.
Yeah, you and I were sitting right here for that grand slam by David Bodie.
Amazing. 3-2 pitch, chopped foul.
That's about as loud as you were going to hear Wrigley Field that day. It was a packed house.
It was a Sunday night. I mean, it was truly a miracle win. The Cubs were down 3-0, bottom of the ninth, 2 down, and nobody on base. And they end up winning the game on the grand slam by Bodie. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Pop fly. This is going to be playable. Right side for Bush. The first baseman dancing underneath it. Makes the catch. 2 down.
I just remember the pitch to David Bodie, and as soon as he hit it, the catcher, the cringe of the catcher knowing that ball was a home run. And it was a long home run to straightaway center.
Now that's one of the things about baseball. It is so stunning sometimes. You can't believe what you're watching. Jose Caballero lines one to short, caught by Swanson. 3 perfect innings for Shota Imanaga. We go to the bottom of the third, 0-0 game. Cubs and Yankees on the score in the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Chicago, this is Nico Horner. Pat and Ron call every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
You could describe Tulsa as a big, small town or a small, big city.
Tulsa is a very mixed city of arts and film and sports. I mean, it's a true melting pot of all kinds of things.
Professional baseball in Tulsa, it's actually older than the state of Oklahoma.
It's nice to play in front of, fans that you see on a daily basis.
Perfect relay from Bench to Lindor to Bichette, and Ohtani outstretching a double into a triple. Second outfield assist of the night for Carson Bench. Perfect one-hop strike to Alvarez.
What a night for Anthony Siegler. Maybe his biggest as a big leaguer. 4 hits, 2 driven in.
That one up the middle. Oh! Nico steals a run. Throw back to third. And Bregman puts the tag on him. Heads up play and great athleticism. It's IQ and the athlete.
What a start for Tarek Scoop. 7 1/3, 1 run on 4 hits, 12 strikeouts, 91 pitches, and 68 strikes.
Now, Cam Schlittler could not have been better tonight. He was incredible in this 1-0 game.
The thing that's so impressive about all of this, 12 strikeouts, no walks.
Michael Conforto today achieving 10 years of Major League service time. We congratulate him. Let's see if he can celebrate with a big day with a bat.
Yeah, that would be a good thing.
He leads off this third inning, and he'll take high for a ball. That is a big deal, isn't it?
It really is. It's, you max, everything that you get in pension and all of those things that go along with baseball. 10 years is the period that you need to, and congrats to him.
Conforto hitting .236. He's hit some timely home runs with 9 on the year. He takes a strike from Will Warren.
And I think Michael is the 5th guy on the Cubs roster this year to make the 10-year mark this season. Him, Dansby.
Matthew Boyd, I think, made it.
Yeah, and Jameson Tyone is another one.
Ian Happ, I believe, is in there.
And Ian, there you go. That would be it.
Conforto takes ball 2. 2-2 on Michael. 0-0 game. Cubs have 1 hit against Warren. That was a single by Pedro Ramirez in the first. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's out number 1. Third strikeout for Warren, and the batter is Dansby Swanson.
Coming to you live all season long from the Invesco QQQ broadcast group, proud partner of the Chicago Cubs.
We're going to play the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game as a light rain begins to fall here at Wrigley. We knew that was a possibility. Right now, just a sprinkle, as Swanson will take a strike. If it stays like this, we should be in good shape. If you can't fight it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. And the pitch to Swanson outside. I'll get us started in the Benny's attendance game. I'm going to say 40,004. Swanson's 16 home runs, swings and misses. They count 1-2. A good fastball, maybe the best one that Warren has fired so far.
I'm going to say 40,250.
I'm going to say 40,500. And our engineer Paul Sarang going 39,222.
We're all set. Here's the 1-2. Swanson takes a ball outside, 2-2. Again, these teams with very similar records. Cubs 62-47. Swanson takes strike 3 called. 4 consecutive strikeouts for Will Warren. Before Amaya steps in, we step away. 10 for ID on the Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Covering the Cubs and all of Chicago's teams on the Score. Middays with Rahimi Harrison Grody, 10-2 on 104.3 The Score, WSCR, WSCR FM, and HD1 Chicago.
Right center field on the run. Dominguez can't get it. That ball goes all the way to the vines in right center. Amaya hot footing it to second with a standing double.
That pitch up and out over the plate, and Amaya just goes with it. Hits this ball right on the button. A one-hop bullet off the right field ivy. So the Cubs at their first scoring chance of the ball game.
Let's see if Pete Crow Armstrong can drive in the first run of the ball game. Pete grounded out sharply to short his first time.
Pete was really on the breaking ball of Warren in his first at bat.
He takes down low, 1-0. You do have first base open with Pedro Ramirez, the rookie, on deck. It'll be interesting to see how they work to Pete here.
Yeah, I would be shocked if he gets too much to hit in this at bat.
0-0 game, third inning. The 1-0, a check swing. He went too far. And Pete argues briefly with the home plate umpire, Tom Hanahan, as if to say, Tom, why didn't you appeal on that one? But it was a swing as we watch the replay.
Yep, no doubt.
Sometimes a home plate umpire says, I didn't need to ask, I could see it. Now the 1-1. Pete chops it foul toward first. Hit that one right down off of his own foot. He's hobbling around.
Yeah, he's wearing that guard on his front foot. So that one got some of the guard, some of the foot, I got to believe. Yeah.
Pete, not a real big guy, but he does take a healthy swing.
Yeah, he generates some bat speed And for not a real tall guy, he's very strong. And now Nick Frangella coming out. And Craig Counsell, Cubs head trainer, to see Pete.
Pete's in pain. You can tell he's trying to let the pain subside before play resumes. Now he's showing Craig and Nick Frangella exactly where it hit him. You can tell he's having a hard time putting any weight on that right foot.
Yeah, it's pitched down and in, and he hammers this ball right off the top, right where your foot would go into your leg, kind of the bend of that leg. And, you know, I don't really think there's much of a pad there. I think the pad is more on your shin and then on the top of your foot. So, of course, you don't hit it in either one of those spots.
Of course. Miguel Amaya, the runner at second base. 2 down, no score, bottom of the third. A ball and 2 strikes on Pete Crow Armstrong. Now the right-hander Will Warren delivers. And Pete takes outside, 2-2. The center fielder Grisham not very deep, and that surprises me. And the right fielder Dominguez is not that deep either. Now the 2-2. Pete takes low and in, 3-2.
Good take on that inside changeup by Pete.
Pedro Ramirez on deck.
That's that perfect pitcher's pitch with that changeup down and in.
Now the right-hander Warren preparing for the payoff pitch. And Pete takes strike 3 call. Fastball got him. Cubs don't score. It's on to inning number 4. 0-0 game. Cubs and Yanks on the Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Join us for some Cubs talk to start your day. Mully and Haw.
Why is that person holding a Keith Hernandez card in their hand during the game? Are they waiting for you?
I never cared for that particular pose right there, to be honest with you. I mean, where do you sign on that card?
Right on your best feature. Keith on one side and Hernandez on the other.
I can only sign it on the Bohunkas, though.
Oh, that's a lovely signature.
Right across the bow. Look at that. It's like a tattoo.
Into center, Phil coming on, dives ahead. He makes the catch, got a double play. He throws into second to turn 2. There's some gold for you right there.
Jun-Hoo Lee makes the catch. He's all over the place this afternoon.
The lead off the 5th. Dylan Cruz into the corner. A lunging catch. Okay, I see you, Dylan.
Lopez will come home. The tag, they still got him anyway. Oh, that is a great play by Liam Hicks behind the plate.
De La Cruz is over, and he jumps, and he makes the catch. He got to a spot, reeled it in.
That's a laser to short, and a beautiful grab by Velasquez.
Albies over to first. Pete Alonso smothers it and floats it accurately. Gets a point and a head nod.
Great play, Kreidler. The pick, the pop, throws him out with a scoop and saved by Lewis. Right field, Suzuki back, and Seiya makes the catch.
Sponsored by Club Citgo. Download the Club Citgo app. Save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. The first place Brewers are in Anaheim to take on the Angels later tonight. Shane Drowan will be the starting pitcher for Milwaukee. Cubs beginning play today, 5.5 games behind first place Milwaukee in the National League Central. Pat?
Okay, Zach. 4th inning, 0-0 game. Shota Imanaga with a perfect slate so far, retiring all 9 men, and 5 of those on strikeouts. Paul Goldschmidt leading off the 4th inning with the 0-1 count. And Goldschmidt will take inside. Goldschmidt, 388 career home runs. Always a great defensive player at first. And for a big man, Rod, I would say one of the better base runners I've ever seen as well.
Absolutely. He still is a complete player. Still getting it done in his mid-30s.
Goldschmidt swings and misses.
That double by Amaya, doubles by Cubs batters. It's sponsored by Southwest Airlines. Reliable, comfortable, convenience. Southwest just makes sense.
Here comes the 2-2. Goldschmidt will chop one foul. Mentioned 388 career home runs, fourth most among active players, trailing only his teammate Giancarlo Stanton, who has 456. Mike Trout of the Angels, 422, and Manny Machado of the Padres, 392. A lot of sluggers there. Bounce to short, fielded by Swanson. Throws to first in time. 10 in a row retired by Shota Imanaga. 0-0 game, and the batter is Ben Rice.
Shota's done an excellent job of the back and forth of speed with the fastball and split. He's mixed in that two-seam fastball, his sinker some. And I think if he's thrown a breaking ball, he's only thrown a couple of them so far in his first 3 1/3 innings.
Rice lines one, backhand diving catch by Bush at first. Beautiful play by Michael. He was stretched out, belly flopped on the dirt, and made a great catch for out number 2. Fine play.
Might be the first slider that and breaking ball that Shota's thrown, and that ball got smoked at Bushy, and he lays out at first to make a great catch to save the first hit of the ballgame.
2 down, nobody on for Ahmed Rosario.
I'd say that's the catch of the game. Sponsored by Catch Des Moines. The Iowa State Fair is back August 13th through the 23rd. Catch Fair Spirit, iowastatefair.org.
Here's a fly ball to deep left center off the bat of Rosario. This ball is going to leave the yard. A long home run. And the Yankees get on the board on the home run. It's 1-0 New York.
This pitch up and out over the plate, and Rosario didn't miss it. He hit this ball a long way.
So the defensive play by Bush looks even more significant now. The ball is thrown back out onto the field. Rosario with his 10th of the year, a booming blast, probably about 425 feet.
That was a long one. Back-to-back sliders from Shota. The slider that got hit by Rice was a line drive bullet, and then he threw another one, and that one ended up out of the ballpark.
Wind really starting to blow toward left and left center. And Dominguez takes outside. I'll go way out on a limb, Ron. This is not going to be a 1-0 final score.
That's why you're a Hall of Famer.
Well, the wind really becoming favorable to hitters.
Yeah.
Here's the 1-0 outside, 2-0.
Wrigley, where it was hot and humid. Then we got some rain. Now the wind is blowing. Typical Wrigley day, right? A little overcast.
Sure. A little bit of everything.
Yeah.
And now the 2-0 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed by Dominguez. 450 feet. The estimated distance of that home run by Rosario. Dominguez waiting and fouls it away, and the count 2-2.
First out in the inning is sponsored by Xfinity. Reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Xfinity, imagine that.
Dominguez waits for the 2-2. Takes outside, 3-2. Yankees suffered back-to-back walk-off losses to the White Sox the last 2 games. Now the 3-2 hit in the air, deep left field. Back goes Happ. On the track, right in front of the wall, makes the catch in deep left field to end the inning. The Yankees get on the board. The home run by Ahmed Rosario, his 10th of the year. 1-0 Yanks. Middle of inning number 4 on the score. And the
Oh, I got Soto. All right. Who?
Austin Barnes, how do you like rings? Okay.
All right.
Young Jackson Holiday, just wait.
Jackson Holiday's good.
Rick Cerrone, great hitting coach now.
Tony Gwynn. All-star, that's good. That's
Spring
a good
break.
card.
Oh, these are like real ones.
There's gum in it.
87, baby. These are.
This gum's from
Is this actually
1987?
from 87?
Go ahead, take a piece of it. That's 1987.
Oh my God, that is gum.
It's gum.
I'm not taking a bite of it.
I'm not taking a bite of it either.
Nine Ks, 6 scoreless. And Chris Sale continuing to add to his Cy Young resume.
Mona! 2-run bomb, and it's 4-2 Red Sox in the 10th.
And it's gone! Come on now, Griff! His heater rolls on, and the no-doubt shot! Schultz the fish in front!
You can't make this stuff up, Jack!
White Sox walk it off and beat the Yankees in 12. What a comeback! The Redbird winner! The Redbird winner! Light up the night in downtown St. Louis. The Cardinals came back with 3 in the 10th inning.
312-888-8888.
League Leaders are sponsored by Gusto. Hire, pay, and grow your team with Gusto. Luis Arraez of the Giants leads the majors in batting average, hitting .328. Yordan Alvarez of the Astros, the home run leader with 35. The RBI leader is the Nationals' C.J. Abrams with 82.
Inside 1-on-1 on Ramirez. What else you got, Zach?
Abrams' teammate Nasim Nunez in Washington leads the majors in steals with 39.
Here it's 1-0 Yankees. And here's the drive toward right. Dominguez going back, and the right fielder makes the catch. Pedro Ramirez hit that ball hard, but it's out number 1, and the batter Michael Busch.
Second ball of the game, Ramirez hit well. He hit a bullet through the shortstop position in his first debut, and now line drive bullet to the track and right.
Busch wrapped into a snappy 3-6-3 double play his first time. He hits a ground ball to the right side, fielded by Caballero. The second baseman throws him out number 2. 1-0 Yanks lead. The batter is Alex Bregman.
Now we're hearing a lot about rain in the area. We've had a little sprinkle. And it started and it stopped again. So we're able to play on rain has really not been a factor at all so far in this first half of the ball game.
Bregman, the batter, he will take a fastball strike from Will Warren. Bregman fouled out to the catcher his first time. Now the 0-1 from Warren. It's on the outside corner. Strike 2 called. Bregman thought it was wide. He's kind of shaking his head. Two down, nobody on. Cubs down by a run, 4th inning. Bregman takes low and outside, 1-2. Just that unmistakable buzz that continues at Wrigley in a weekend like this. Here's a drive towards center. Grisham is there to make the catch. Solidly hit, but right to the center fielder. We go to the 5th inning. Zach Zaidman joins Ron Coomer in a moment. Yankees 1, Cubs nothing on the Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
And J.P. Crawford makes the catch. Waltzman going back. Oh, what a catch!
Boy, it doesn't get better than that.
Nick Gonzalez, a fine running catch over the shoulder.
Barehanded by Wheeler. A little pirouette.
Nice job on both ends.
What a diving play by Randall Grichuk. Diving stop by Olsen.
And an athletic play by Thomas to grab it and then land on the bank somehow for the out.
Sliding catch by Braden Montgomery.
And he made the catch.
Oh, my word! Holy cowser! Cap is there.
He had to make quite an adjustment to make a very good catch.
Sliding catch, McNeil.
I'll take care of it.
He hits meat at the plate.
Perfectly executed by the Yankees. Devers going to toss high and they got him. Pays to be 6'8".
Dives and he makes the catch. What a play by Josh Lowe. One hop tag. Oh, what a play. Guzman with a long throw. It's perfect.
What a play, what a throw.
.com.
Spiegel and Holmes talk Cubs baseball and Chicago sports every weekday from 2 to 6 on 104.3 The Score and the Odyssey app. Getting set for the top of the fifth here at Wrigley Field. The Yankees on top of the Cubs 1-0. Trent Grisham at the plate. Shota Imanaga deals, and a bouncing ball hit wide of third, fielded by Ramirez. Sidearm throw to first in time. Grisham is retired. One pitch, one away.
You like those at bats if you're Imanaga. Threw a little cross-fired fastball, and Grisham hit it off the end of the bat right to Ramirez.
Imanaga retired the first 11 Yankees in a row before Ahmed Rosario blasted a home run to center in the fourth. 1-0 Yankees. Anthony Volpe at the plate and looks at a ball up high from Imanaga. Fastball that misses. 1-0.
Coming to you live all season long from the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth, proud partner of the Chicago Cubs.
Shota works his motion and deals. Misses inside with a fastball. So the count is 2-0. We had Shota on the pregame show earlier this week in St. Louis. And the 2-0 delivery. Volpe swings, and it's a high fly ball right center field. It's playable for Conforto, who makes the catch. Short of the track in front of the 368 marker in right center. 2 away. And I asked him, why do you have the catcher set up a high target? Meaning the glove is always above the head of the catcher before Shota works his motion. And he said it's to remind him of the difference in the strike zones between Major League Baseball and the league in Japan. Spencer Jones at the plate and looks at a strike from Imanaga. Says the strike zone here is smaller than the one in Japan.
Got it.
0-1 the count. Imanaga long set. And now the pitch. High drive, deep right center. Conforto looks up, and this one is in the stands. Solo shot for Spencer Jones, just to the left of the 368 marker. About 5 rows up the bleachers. And it is 2-0 Yankees here in the fifth.
As ball's well struck, the line drive bullet. Doesn't get very high at all. Doesn't go higher than the bleachers. This is a four-seam fastball. They want it inside, and it ends up middle of the plate. Jones, a great, big, strong young guy. He hammers this ball into the seats.
Fourth home run of the year for Jones, a 418-foot drive. 2-0 Yankees here with 2 away in the top of the fifth. The batter, Ali Sanchez. The pitch. Misses off the outside with a fastball. 1-0.
First out in the inning, sponsored by Xfinity. Reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Xfinity, imagine that.
The next pitch is a high fly ball, deep right, but playable for Conforto. Just short of the track, he makes the catch for out number 3. Well, the Yankees add another run on the home run by Jones. 2-0 Bronx Bombers, middle 5 on the score in the Northwestern.
On the mound for the Halos, 6-7 record, 2.78 ERA, right-hander Walbert Urania.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. There's a chase out of the zone on the sweeper, and Pena is retired for the first out of the game.
Yeah, that's the pitch, I think, when you look over the years, the Angels have had success against Pena. It's been to get him a chase on a breaking ball. That's a good sweeper there. Getting better and better. Right there.
There it is, strike 3 call.
And I'm looking for a 4-seam fastball upstairs. Got the 4-seam fastball downstairs, the 101.
Foul tip, strike 3, third strikeout for Urania.
And down on that changeup goes the leadoff batter in the inning, their cleanup man, Lamont Wade Jr.
There's strike 3 to Spence, so Urania does get out of the inning without giving up a run or a hit.
And that's a changeup that gets Spence swinging, struck him out, and that will end the inning.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Suits 2020. We're more than just amazing suits.
Sundays are for families on all Sunday afternoon games during the regular season. Up to the first 1,000 kids, 13 and younger, have the opportunity to run the bases post-game at Wrigley Field, weather permitting. For more information, visit CUBS.com/kids. Alongside Ron Coomer, Zach Zaidman with you. Bottom 5 here at Wrigley. The Yankees 2 and the Cubs nothing. Med Rosario and Spencer Jones with solo shots off of Shota Imanaga. Right-hander Will Warren pitching for the Yankees. And the first pitch to Ian Happ is off the outside. 1-0 the count. Happ caught looking in the second. One of 5 strikeouts for Warren today. And the pitch. Happ taps it foul off to the right, 1-1. Cubs have just 2 hits so far against Warren. A single by Pedro Ramirez in the first. And a double by Miguel Amaya in the third. Happ hitting under 200 over his last 7 games. Here's the 1-1 by Warren. That's low. 2 balls and a strike.
Warren, pretty good mix of pitches today with, the number of fastballs he's thrown with pretty good breaking stuff. Good changeup.
Warren sets Belti. The pitch is hit on the ground foul, right side, 2-2. Warren doubling up on the change there. It's overcast. Wind blowing from right to left at the moment here at the friendly confines. Warren peers in, gets the sign from Sanchez, acknowledges and deals. And a line drive in a shallow right center field, and tracking it down is Grisham with a backhanded catch in shallow right center. For out number 1 as Happ is retired.
Little backdoor hook to Ian. And hits it off the end of the bat. Grisham goes a long way to get to this ball and makes a nice running catch. Catches that ball about knee high.
So 1 down, Nico Horner will dig in. He struck out swinging his first time up in the second. 0 for 1. Righty-righty matchup against Warren. And the pitch. Nico bounces one on the left side, fielded behind the bag by Rosario. The throw across in time to get Horner. 2 away for the Cubs here in the bottom of the 5th inning with the Yankees up 2-0.
Warren, I just saw that fastball on the big board here at Wrigley, and that's a 4-seamer. But one thing about him, and we knew this going in, he's got good movement on his fastball. And that one, comes out looking pretty straight. And as it gets to the hitting zone, kind of darts down, and Nico pounded that ball into the ground right at the third baseman.
Michael Conforto looks at a breaking ball for strike, 0-1. Scouting report would lead you to believe that left-handers would have better success against Warren, as that pitch misses low, 1-1 the count.
Yeah, they're hitting better against him, and there's power numbers against Warren, left-handed as opposed to right.
But again, the wind is blowing from right to left.
The ball's going to carry to left and left center.
Conforto with an awkward swing and miss at a fastball from Warren, 1-2. Two down, bottom 5, 2-0 Yankees. Warren walks down the back slope of the mound, rubs the baseball, now steps on the rubber, third base side. The 1-2. Conforto swings and misses. Strike 3. Warren gets him with a changeup. Cubs go down in order here in the 5th. 6 strikeouts on the day for Warren. 2-0 Yankees as we head to the 6th. On the score on the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Chicago, this is Pete Crow Armstrong. Pat and Ron call every game.
Got a couple packs of Topps 2002. I'm going to open them up and see who I played with.
Oh, Bartolo Colon. This is actually a pretty good pack. So I got a chance to play with Bartolo in Cleveland. Really good teammate, cool dude. It was fun, man. He was always a great hitter.
Woody Williams, probably one of the best Astro killers ever. You always enjoyed chewing the stale gum while you were looking for your heroes.
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
No matter where the game takes you, whether you're meeting up before the game or kicking back after a well-earned win, Sea Glass is the perfect companion. So relax, refresh, and find your coastal state of mind with Sea Glass, proud partner of the Chicago Cubs.
Cubs fans, it's Pat Hughes. To ensure that your business goals get across home plate, consider relocating to the Village of Bedford Park. Learn more at villageofbedfordpark.com.
Yankees on top 2-0 as the 6th inning has arrived. Jose Caballero leads it off. Right-handed batter swings and misses at the first pitch by Shota Imanaga. We're going to take a look at a little baseball history as we move along. Here comes the 0-1 from Shota. Another off-speed pitch down low. This Day in Baseball History brought to you by villageofbedfordpark.com. It's time to make history for your business in Bedford Park. July 31st. This was the trading deadline for several seasons. Here's a looper into shallow left, a base hit. Caballero, a leadoff single. Third hit for the Yanks. The other 2 hits were solo home runs by Rosario in the 4th and Jones in the 5th. Yankees lead 2-0 here in the 6th, and the batter is Paul Goldschmidt.
But you got some stuff for baseball history that's going on today?
The late, great Jack Brickhouse inducted into baseball's Hall of Fame on this date in 1983.
Hey.
What a nice man. Had a chance to spend a little bit of time with him. Always positive, upbeat, friendly, and nice. Here's the pitch to Goldschmidt, taken high for a ball.
He was the voice of the summer for Chicago when I was a kid. You know, you turn that game on, whether it be, he was on both TV and radio at the time with the Cubs. He'd switch off, go back and forth, but remember that home run call, hey?
Absolutely. 500 for Ernie Banks. Yeah, he made some great calls and went out of his way to welcome me to Chicago. I'll never forget that. I appreciated it so much. And he would visit with Ron Santo and me, and we had some good laughs. Here's a pitch outside for a ball, but he loved the Cubs. There was never a doubt about that. 1971, Pat Dobson, Baltimore pitcher, won his 8th decision of the month. Imagine that. Wow. 8 wins in 31 days of July. Here's a fastball taken high by Schmidt as he beat the Royals 4-0. Dobson would win 12 consecutive wins in that stretch, pitching for Earl Weaver and the Orioles. Now the pitch to Goldschmidt. There's a strike. A surprise that Goldschmidt was not more aggressive on that pitch.
Yeah, that was running fastball away. Goldschmidt taking all the way.
Caballero at first. He's got his lead. He's not running. Swing and a miss by Goldschmidt. 3-2. Nolan Ryan won his 300th game on this date in 1990. And that was in Milwaukee at Old County Stadium. 3-2 pitch. Poked foul and back out of play. I covered that game. I was doing Brewer Radio at the time, 1990. And in about the 8th inning, he was taken out of the game. There was a sellout crowd at County Stadium, about 50,000 people. They gave him a standing ovation. This is a visiting player we're talking about. 3-2 pitch. One hop liner to Horner. Steps on second, throws to first, double play. Nico playing right behind the bag. Gloved that soft line drive one hopper. Ran straight ahead, stepped on the bag, and made the throw to first to double up Goldschmidt. 2 down, nobody on.
Nico steps on the bag with his right foot, and as he's stepping on the second base bag, he's throwing the baseball. Excellent play by Nico to get the double play.
2 down. Here's Ben Rice. And the pitch swung on and missed. But I met Nolan Ryan when he was working in the front office for the Rangers many years after that, and I was talking to him about being in attendance for that 300th win. And I said, what did that standing ovation mean to you? He said, it was one of the best ovations I've ever had in my entire life. And here I am, a visiting player. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Ben Rice. Swing and a miss. He was trying to launch one that time.
A little high split. He was trying to hit that ball a long way.
Now the 1-2 from Shota Imanaga. It's taken down low. Shota not pitching a bad game at all. He's given up 2 home runs, but the conditions are very favorable to offense. The Cubs just haven't been able to do anything offensively against Will Warren, the Yankee right-hander. The 2-2. Line to right, base hit over a leaping Bush. Over to pick it up is Conforto. It's a 2-out single for Ben Rice and the batter Ahmed Rosario.
Rice on a couple of pitches and then a breaking ball, and that's been the pitch that is. And the issue for Shota today, he hasn't had many issues, but he's given up 4 hits. 3 of them are on the breaking ball today.
Rosario, right-handed batter with an open stance, pokes it foul out of play. New York leading 2-0. Bush holding the runner, Rice at first. And now the 0-1 from Shota Imanaga. Swing and a miss, 0-2.
That was a good split finger. That one started out in the zone and just darted down Good off-speed pitch by Shota.
Trading deadline, nothing new in that regard as far as we are aware regarding today. Here's a fastball high. Zach Zaidman will chime in immediately if there's any trade that is consummated between two big league teams. It generally heats up right at the deadline. That's just human nature, I guess, Ron. Yeah. Wait till the last minute. The 1-2. Fastball is high, 2-2.
Well, I think, part of the reason is the seller, right? The seller is always looking for the very best deal they can get.
Sure.
So that ends up pushing that, pushing right up to that deadline.
And now the 2-2 from Shota Imanaga, swinging a foul at the plate. And I guess the biggest name on the trading block, if in fact he is available, is Tarek Skubal, the big hard-throwing left-handed starter for the Detroit Tigers. Now he is due to become a free agent at the end of the year. Scott Boras is his agent, so he will certainly test the free agent market.
Well, that's part of the issue of him being traded.
Now the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Let's see if the Cubs can get Shota Imanaga some runs. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. 2-0 Yankees on the score in the Northwestern Medicine Cubs radio network.
Hey Chicago, this is Dan Swanson. Pat and Ron call every game here on the Chicago Cubs radio network.
The 2-2 got a piece of it.
Yes, he had a very good swing.
Oh, look at this. Here go the sprinklers. The sprinklers have fired Pedro soaking wet.
He's laughing. Seems unfazed by it.
Oh, goodness.
His smile is so infectious around this ball club. I have never seen this happen
This
before.
is comedy.
Pedro's just taking a little shower.
This is absolute comedy. Into center field, coming on, dives ahead. He makes the catch, got a double play.
Oh,
he throws into second to turn 2. There's some gold for you right there.
Jun-Hoo Lee makes the catch. He's all over the place this afternoon.
To lead off the 5th, Dylan Cruz into the corner. A lunging catch. Okay, I see you, Dylan.
Lopez will come home. The tag, they still got him anyway. Oh, that is a great play by Liam Hicks behind the plate.
De La Cruz is over and he jumps and he makes the catch. He got to a spot, reeled it in.
That's a laser to short and a beautiful grab by Velasquez.
Albies over to first. Pete Alonso smothers it and floats it accurately. Gets a point and a head nod.
Great play, Kreidler. The pick, the pop, throws him out with a scoop and saved by Lewis. To right field, Suzuki back, and Seiya makes the catch.
Everything wood should be. Visit TimberTech.com. Pat?
Bottom of inning number 6. Dansby Swanson first up. Curveball from the right-hander Will Warren is outside. Warren working on a 2-hit shutout through 5 innings. He gave up a base hit to Ramirez in the first and a double to Amaya in the third, and that's it. Fly ball, shallow right. Caballero, the second baseman, backpedaling into short right field, makes the catch. And Swanson is out, number 1. 2-0 Yankees lead, and the batter is Miguel Amaya.
And let's see what's on tap here in the 6th inning, sponsored by Yingling Flight, the next generation of light beer. The only thing that's been in flight so far are 2 balls by the Yankees. Home run by Rosario and Jones. Cubs need to get on board with a couple of those long ones.
Down low for a ball. Let me ask you a question about the trading deadline, Ron. Would you say that there is more pressure on the big market teams because of their greater numbers of media people and their enormous fan bases to make trades at the deadline than there would be for a team in a smaller market?
Yes, absolutely. Big market teams, everybody's expecting them to make a move, and a significant move, to help your ball club.
The 1-1, a swing and a foul back out of play.
But with that being said, you're a large market team. You've already kind of pushed your chips in already, and with the contracts that you currently have on the field, saying we're here to win, right? I mean, you look at both of these teams that are playing right now. You've got significant salary spent as Amaya swings and misses at that breaking ball down.
And he strikes out for out number 2, and here's PCA.
But you don't go out and, sign the guys to the infield to the contracts you got. You've got Pete in center field now, and Ian left with the contract, and Suzuki, and not be thinking you're here to try to win a World Series, right? I mean, the Yankees are in the exact same boat. They always are.
Fastball away. But we are getting very, very close to decision-making time. The Dodgers will be here on Monday. That's also the trading deadline day. The Dodgers in for 3. Deep drive to right, going back. Dominguez near the track makes the catch. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Will Warren. We move to the 7th inning. 2-0 Yankees on the score, and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Cubs talk to start your day. Mully.
Talk to me.
This is called a Crawford dog. Hamburger bun.
Yes.
2 split top Angus beef hot dogs griddled on the skillet, on the plancha.
Amazing.
And then we do a bacon onion jam with Crawford Bock beer.
Pick it up like a burger.
Pick it up like a burger and you just go in, man.
Let's go to town. Dude. Oh, best hot dog I've ever had. Best hot dog I've ever had. I love this, man.
This is how I grew up eating hot dogs.
The people are welcoming, they're loving, they're caring. So if you're looking for a familial feel, definitely Asheville.
It's Asheville. That's all you gotta say.
Yeah.
They're excited to be back and back on their feet. So it's been awesome to see the rebuild.
Winning or losing, like everybody's there having a good time rooting us on. So I've always enjoyed that the whole year.
You play here at the tourist park and you feel like you're back in the old days playing real baseball.
Nestled right into the mountains there.
That's right on a cliff.
It's time for the great mascot race. Ready? Go! And they're off. Look at them go. They're neck and neck. Listen to that crowd. It's the home stretch. Here they come. Here's the play of the plate. It's Captain. Congratulations on winning the great.
Imanaga ready to work the 7th inning. First pitch swung on and missed by Jason Dominguez. Dominguez has struck out and fly to the warning track in left. 2-0 New York leading. The 0-1 in there for a called strike. Shota pitching a good ball game.
Yeah, he really is.
The conditions are very conducive to hitting and run scoring, but just a grand total of 2 runs in this game. Kind of surprising. When we got here, Ron, and preparing our notes and our scorebook and just feeling the atmosphere, I thought this is going to be about an 8-6 game.
Yeah. Pitchers had something else to say about that. Both guys throwing the ball well.
And the game is not over yet either. Here's a swing and a pop up right side. It'll be caught by Bush. And that's out number 1.
First out of the inning, sponsored by Xfinity. Reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Xfinity, imagine that.
Yankees on top 2-0. If you're just joining us, maybe you were working earlier and now you're in your car heading back home and battling some Friday afternoon traffic. Yankees hit solo home runs in the 4th and 5th innings. First pitch strike to Grisham. The home run hitters, Ahmed Rosario in the 4th, Spencer Jones in the 5th. We are in the 7th. 2-0 New York. Grisham takes a beautiful curveball for a strike. 0-2.
Coming to you live all season long from the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth, proud partner of the Chicago Cubs. Grisham stepping out. That might have been the best breaking ball that Imanaga has thrown. Beginning to rain a little bit again here, Patrick. Not hard, though.
Lefty to lefty, the 0-2. Just outside. The 7th inning stretch coming up shortly, sponsored by the Volvo XC90. Room for everyone, ready for wherever the road takes you. Now the 1-2. Check swing, he almost had him. Not quite. Two and two on Trent Grisham. Conforto plays very deep and right, only about 15 feet shy of the warning track. And now lefty to lefty, the 2-2. Low and outside. There has not been a base on balls in this game. And now the 3-2, lifted to left. Should be playable for Happ, over toward the line. Lots of room. He's got it. And that's out number 2. 2-0 New York. 7th inning. The batter, Anthony Volpe.
Showed now. That's going to be the end of the day. I was looked down and looked up. Here come counts. That was pitch number 101 for Shota today. Threw a very good ball game.
He pitched a very good game. He should get a nice round of applause, even though he leaves trailing 2-0. Pitching changes by the Cubs, sponsored by James Hardy Building Products.
It was a defensive play so iconic that we simply call it the catch.
This is the glove Willie Mays had when he made that catch. This is great.
Oakland pitcher Dave Stewart was named the World Series MVP.
It really comes from like the kings of Siam would give their courtiers white elephants, which were sacred animals.
They need to know this story. That's amazing.
Nobody could steal a base like Ricky.
I'm the greatest of all time. Thank you.
So imagine making steals in these stuff.
So these are Tie Cubs.
These are Tie Cubs.
So what I want to know is, were they ever swabbed for the DNA of opposing pitchers?
Roberts is no stranger to stolen bases himself.
That's what makes it special, is that everybody knew he was going to steal.
Roberts is going. Safe.
You know what they say, one great play deserves another. Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Two down, nobody on. Top of inning number 7. Yankees on top 2-0. Anthony Volpe, the first man to face Tyler Ferguson. Quality start by Shota Imanaga. Quality start sponsored by Benjamin Moore. Start your next project with quality paints from Benjamin Moore, official paint of the Chicago Cubs. Ferguson to Volpe, first pitch strike, 0-1. Joel Murray is going to be the guest conductor for the 7th inning stretch today. And now the 0-1 to Volpe. Check swing, it's down low, and it's 1-1. Some of the fans have the blue rain gear that they have put on as the light rain has fallen intermittently this afternoon. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Temperature feels good, 79. I could live with 79 just about every day all year.
Right.
Here's a pitch outside and the count 2-2.
It's a lot better than the 100 that we had in St. Louis the first day we got there.
Scorching. Now the 2-2. Pop fly to right. Over toward the line is Conforto. He gets there. He's going to make the catch to end the inning. 2-0 Yankees. It is time for the 7th inning stretch. Joel Murray all set to be the guest conductor on the Cubs radio network.
Today's guest conductor for Take Me Out to the Ball Game, actor and Chicagoland native Joel Murray.
All right, Cub fans, let Pat hear you. A 1, a 2, a 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I never get back. Oh, it's root for those Cubbies. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Let's get some runs!
Hey Chicago, this is Craig Counsell. Pat and Ron call every game here on the Chicago Cubs radio network.
Summer continues to sizzle on Chicago's North Shore. Upcoming shows at Ravinia, including Chance the Rapper, Brian McKnight and Gladys Knight, Ricky Martin, Alabama Shakes, and Bonnie Raitt. Chicago Botanic Garden offers music on the Esplanade and the Garden Chef Series, where Chicago area chefs demonstrate cooking with local ingredients. Chicago's
Moniak on the run, sliding grab, and he can't get it. It rolls up the line.
Well, a bloop single and now a bloop double. You see him just slip right off the bat.
Clean up on base number 1. Lourdes throws the pineapple up the line. What is going on down here?
Back in the produce section.
That's good. How about that? Myers went all the way to the 3-8.
As we go to the bottom of the 7th inning, let's see if Pedro Ramirez can get on and crank up a Cubs rally. Getting a little bit late on this Friday afternoon. 2-0 Yankees lead. Ramirez has one of the Cubs' 2 hits, a first inning single. He also lined out, so he's actually had 2 good at-bats against Warren. And he takes ball 2, 2-0. He would gladly take a walk in this situation. And he'll look at a strike, 2-1. Ramirez wants to challenge that call. He thought it missed. So there'll be a challenge. And let's see what it says. The video shows that's a good challenge. That was ball 3. Nicely done by Pedro Ramirez. Fastball is in there for a strike, and the count 3-1.
Always welcome in here. Joe Murray just sang the stretch and came in to say hi.
He said the stretch was for Patty. He also said he'll be back if there's a rain delay.
Swinging a foul back. Out of play, 3-2.
Zach, did you get his number to make sure he gets back here?
Let's see if Ramirez can get on. Full count. Cubs have not had a leadoff batter reach in any of the first 6 innings. Here's a bouncing ball to third. Easy play for Rosario, and that's out number 1.
Now, Joel and obviously Bill Murray, they are owners of the Joliet Slammers baseball team, and that's the team my nephew, Lonnie Wilkins, broadcasts for in Joliet. Seen them out there a few times throughout the years, but they just saw them out there this spring early. And they played a game, believe it or not, Pat, at the prison.
I believe that. Here is a strike to Michael Busch.
That we were all at the prison. Yeah, that probably makes sense.
Thinking of the Murrays, Bill Murray was in the clubhouse after Game 7 of the World Series.
Yeah.
And the 0-1. Swing and a miss by Busch.
These guys have always been huge Cub fans. Joel, he gets out here whenever he's in town. Same thing with Bill.
Cubs need somebody to get on. Getting a little late. One away, 7th inning. Yankees bullpen starts to get busy behind Warren. There's a pitch down low. 1-2 now to Michael Busch. Warren came into the game with a 4.41 ERA, so he's had some troubles, but not today. The 1-2. Busch takes high, 2-2. His pitch count's still relatively low for one away in the 7th inning. 78 pitches.
Yeah, he has done a very nice job so far. Yeah.
The 2-2. Down low. If he gets on, let's see if the Yankees want to make a pitching change. Right-handed pitcher, left-handed batter. Warren working on Busch. And the payoff pitch. Line fair. Diving stop by Goldschmidt makes the play unassisted. He's always been one of the best defensive first basemen you will ever see. Paul Goldschmidt, and even after his, getting into his late 30s now, he is still an accomplished defensive player.
Yeah, it's just a great play. This is a cutter slider inside. Michael smokes this ball, and it's fair right inside the bag, and Goldschmidt lays out, makes an excellent play.
2 down. Bregman the batter. Bregman takes a strike. Two nothing Yanks. Bregman has fouled out and lined out to center. If he gets on, Ian Happ would have a chance to tie the game. Curveball is outside, 1-1. Cubs had some good offensive days on the road trip. Swing and a miss. 4 runs, 11 hits yesterday. Tuesday night, 10 runs, 17 hits against the Cardinals. 7 runs, 14 hits on Monday night. They had some good offensive games in Pittsburgh. Here's a looper, shallow center, and that's going to be a base hit. Bregman gets a 2-out single. And now the tying run comes up, and it's Ian Happ.
That's what you need. You just need somebody to get on base and bring that tying run to the plate. And Bregman, this slider is down and away, just kind of flicks the bat at it and gets just enough of it to get it over the infield through the middle of the diamond. And now Ian Happ has a chance to tie the ball game.
Ian has struck out and flied to center. He takes a strike. Just a little zephyr of a breeze blowing out now. The wind is not going to have a major effect on any fly ball. Right-handed pitcher, left-handed batter. Tying run at the plate. Happ takes low and away, 1-1. Ron, when you were thinking a home run in a spot like this, if in fact you were, how would you change your swing?
My swing wouldn't change, but I'd sell out a little bit more to a certain pitch in an area. I would try to catch the ball a little farther out in front. And you're definitely, probably looking for the ball in, and for me, down and in. But I was going to try to catch this ball out in front of home plate, and that makes you a little more vulnerable to some other pitches. But if you get that pitch in that zone, you can hit it a long way.
2-1 on Ian Happ. Cubs trail 2-0. Ian lines one, base hit right field. Bregman around second, holding as Dominguez gets it back in. Back-to-back singles I'll tell you what's a big play now, the diving play by Goldschmidt to Rob Bush earlier in this inning. As it is, there are 2 men on with 2 down. And let's see what the Yankees want to do. We'll take a quick 10-second break to allow stations to identify themselves on the Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Covering the Cubs and all of Chicago's teams. We are 104.3 The Score, WSCR, WSCR-FM and HD1 Chicago, and Odyssey Sports Station on the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Manager Aaron.
We've run into all kinds of weather so far this year, and this is the first time we've run into a fog.
They're going to have Bonds hit a pop-up and see if they can catch it.
There goes one now. Let's see where that is. I have no idea where it is. There's a lone figure standing out in right field, and only he knows who he is. It's like a set from the Hound of the Baskervilles should be coming out soon.
And if you want a Cy Young, 73, 5, and 6, I've got an extra 5. And then it says, has worked as a TV commentator. You know, and I did start back in 1978. I did the Yankees and the Red Sox playing the one-game playoff. And ABC said if the Yankees win, Reggie will play, and then you'll go broadcast with Howard Cosell and Keith Jackson. And that's how I started my broadcast. And that's the Bucky Dent home run. So every time I see Bucky Dent, I go, thank you for making me a broadcaster.
Find your dream car and finance it with the kind of low fees and great rates that keep your options open. Consumers Credit Union. The people in your corner. Federally insured by NCUA.
A reminder that all reviews in this game are sponsored by Northwestern Medicine. A second opinion is always a good idea. Get yours at Northwestern Medicine. Pat?
Nico Hoerner batting, facing the new pitcher, right-hander Paul Blackburn. Runners lead first and second. First pitch. Nico pulls one foul on the ground toward third. Nico went right after his first offering. Bregman at second. Happ is the tying run at first.
That goes back to thinking about what you're trying to do at home plate. Nico probably looking for a pitch that ball down and in that he can drive to left center field.
The set for the 0-1. Here it comes. Nico checks. Goldschmidt cut in behind Happ at first. The catcher Sanchez, bluffing a throw there, did not throw the ball. And the count now 1-1 on Hoerner.
Yeah, they had a pickoff set up. Goldschmidt was going to try to pick Happ off at first. But the pitch was in the dirt and short hopped the catcher Sanchez.
2-0 Yankees. 2 men on for the Cubs. Bottom of the 7th. And the 1-1. Nico hits a ground ball toward the middle. The shortstop gloves it. Flip to second. Not in time. Not in time. The Yankees want to challenge the call. Caballero, the second baseman, was not on the bag at the moment that he caught that throw. And we're going to wait to see it. They're going to review it.
Yep, they are definitely going to challenge it. It's one of those plays at second. His foot's on the base, off the base, on the base. When did he catch the ball, and was his foot on the base? Originally, kind of an odd play. Second baseman Caballero thinks he touched the base. He's walking off the field.
Boy, that's a close play. Second base umpire Scott Berry right on top of it. Happ went in head first. You could not tell from that angle. And out is the call. And out will remain the call. Or actually, it was called safe. Out has been called, so it was overturned.
Boomer is the dog. Does he look good?
I just follow this pitch all the way. And there he is. Who was that?
That was kind of a change from the everyday thing that we normally do as far as baseball cards are concerned.
Hey, I have a Labrador. Where's my card?
You know, a little bit different, and it turned out to be a fun experience.
It was just when the camera crew tried to leave that there was a problem. You can't leave.
Texas. This is the Graham Slam Burger. So 2 patties, brisket, caramelized onion, American cheese, ranch aioli or ranch mayo, if you will.
Oh yeah, we're in Texas.
Yeah.
It's something that you definitely want to take a picture of and just put on the gram. I took a bite of it, but it still looks dope.
It's a burger that looks great, but also delicious.
At CatchDesMoines.com.
Surround yourself in color with Regal Select from Benjamin Moore. Rich, durable, and effortlessly beautiful. Find yours at your locally owned retailer. Visit BenjaminMoore.com today.
Top of the 8th inning, Cubs down 2-0. This 8th inning is sponsored by Cars for Kids 877. Cars for Kids, that's cars of the K to donate your car today, Patrick.
We are in the 8th inning. Yankees lead 2-0. Tyler Ferguson still pitching for the Cubs. And the count on Spencer Jones, no balls and 2 strikes. Jones with a home run back in the 5th. Neither team has scored since then. It remains 2-0 Yanks. And here's the ball outside from the right-hander to the left-handed batter. Ali Sanchez, the catcher, on deck, and then Jose Caballero will hit third in the inning. Here comes the 1-2 from Ferguson. It dips down low for a ball, 2-2. Each team with 4 hits. The difference, the Yankees have 2 home runs among their 4 hits. Fastball just missed. Maybe a little high.
Yeah, just a touch high, yep. Amaya did not challenge, and that pitch just missed. That was a good non-challenge by Amaya. It was high.
The next pitch low and outside, ball 4. Spencer Jones gets the walk. Let's see how we did on the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game. It looks like I was a little bit closer. 40,129, the actual figure. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. Tommy Hotovy, the pitching coach, will head to the mound. A pinch hitter has been announced, and this is a little quick scouting report relay right here, I believe.
Yep, absolutely. Austin Wells will be the pinch hitter for the Yankees. He will hit for Sanchez, the catcher. Austin Wells. Tommy Hotovy chatting with both the catcher Amaya and the pitcher Ferguson. Glancing to the bottom of the inning, the Cubs are going to have Conforto, Swanson, and Amaya due up. A low-scoring game, 2-0 Yankees. We are in the 8th. Jones to be held by Bush at first. Wells, the pinch hitter, batting left-handed, will take a fastball away, ball 1. Yanks will need a new catcher in the bottom of the inning.
Throw to first, diving back in is Jones. And Wells undoubtedly will do the catching when the Yanks take the field on defense. Here's the 1-0. Low and inside. Now it's 2-0.
Last fastball just kind of pulled that one well inside and down. It's a big pitch now on 2-0.
Short lead by Jones at first. There's an off-speed pitch outside to Wells. Now it's 3-0. Ferguson walked the leadoff man, and now 3-0 to the next hitter. Cubs trailing 2-0 in the 8th. The 3-0 is a strike. Let's keep an eye on the runner at first. They might send him to try to stay out of a double play. We'll see. Now time called by the batter. Wells tightening the batting gloves. Little nervous habits are part of the game. I think sometimes you just do it out of habit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now the 3-1. The runner at first is going, and the pitch outside, ball 4. So Ferguson has dug himself a hole now. 2 men on, nobody out. Back-to-back walks to start this 8th inning. And the batter is Jose Caballero. Cub infield looking for a possible bunt from the number 9 hitter. How about you,
Yeah,
Ron?
that's very, very good possibility. You know, Caballero hitting 240. Does have 10 home runs. But in a 2-0 ball game, you know, the Yankees pitching staff's done a good job, and they're just hoping to add a run here in the 8th.
Corner infielders play shallow. Ferguson will bluff a move to second, but not throw the ball.
Yeah, that's just a little inside move, and literally you do that as a pitcher just to see if the hitter will show bunt, if he's gonna show what he's gonna do, and Caballero did not.
Now he shows bunt and bunts the pitch and misses. And he might have tried to bunt a bad ball. It looked like it was a little low and outside.
Yeah, he did. That was not a very good effort for a sacrifice bunt, as he got the bat out there late and then pushed the bunt. And the last thing you want to do is push the bunt at Michael Busch. You want to get the barrel of the bat out in front of home plate early enough to where you can try to direct the ball at Ramirez at third. So you kind of set the bat up the first base line and just try to catch the ball.
Now the pitch, swing and a miss. So the batter, Caballero, took a full cut and came up empty, and now the count 0-2.
Yeah, that was the old fake bunt slash, and you know when you do that, you once again you show bunt, come back, and you're just looking to play pepper with the ball because all the infielders are moving, but he took a big swing, didn't come close to hitting that ball.
Let's see what Caballero does on 0-2. Runners lead. The pitch. He tries to bunt and gets it down. The throw goes to third in time. Beautiful play by Michael Busch, the first baseman. And a good job by Ramirez, the third baseman, to get back to the bag and be able to be on the base when he received the throws. So it's a 3-5 fielder's choice on the bunt. One away, men still at first and second.
Well, it goes back to what we were talking about. When you're sacrificing with first and second, you're bunting it right into the defense that the Cubs want you to bunt the ball. Bushy is crashing, so you bunt the ball at him. That's an easy game of catch to get the out at third base. You have to try to bunt the ball either at the pitcher or really at the third baseman. That was just bad execution by the Yankees and Caballero.
Goldschmidt has grounded out 3 times today. The big right-handed slugger will take a strike. Wells now the runner at second. Caballero at first. 2-0 Yanks. 8th inning. 1 away. And the pitch fouled away. Goldschmidt still takes a very healthy-looking swing.
Yeah, there's no doubt. He's got 16 bombs, hitting .250.
He's always been a good clutch player. He's a good base runner. He's a good defensive player. He's a full package. The 0-2 to Goldschmidt. And it's low and outside for a ball.
I think he's made the defensive play of the game today. The diving play down the line on Michael Busch's ball. Then the next two guys for the Cubs got hits. That would have definitely given the Cubs a run and maybe two.
And now the 1-2 off the inside. Bob Brenly was his manager in Arizona. We got to know Bob well when he was a Cubs announcer. He said Goldschmidt's one of the best players, one of his favorite ball players to manage in his whole career.
Wow. Tough plays of the game tonight. That's sponsored by Loyola Medicine. Loyola Medicine defines tough. We'll say that bunt play that Michael Busch just executed to get the out at third will be our tough play of the game.
Now the 2-2 from Ferguson. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike three. Big strikeout, that's 2 down. 8th inning. Yankees still lead 2-0. And Craig Counsell wants to make a pitching change to bring in possibly a left-hander to face the left-handed batting Ben Rice. Pitching changes are sponsored by Sloan, the official water efficiency partner of the Cubs and leader in smart water and commercial restroom solutions. Learn more at sloan.com. 2-0.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Just when we think we've seen it all, baseball gives us something new to talk about.
Splits two defenders and makes a great grab.
The kick is good, right through the flying uprights.
Whoa, went down inside his chest protector.
That's not a catch?
Make way for Batman.
People would love this if we did Lady and the Tramp.
Ronald Acuna Jr. pouring dirt into Ozzy Albies' glove.
He flips the entire glove to first base.
Fast and furious and dead on.
Now let's dive into this week's top plays.
Is pulled and a leaping grab by Shoebait.
Carson Bench with a pulchritudinous play.
Moving fast toward big league stardom.
Randy Rosarena! Superman catch! What a leaping grab by Quan.
And those 39-year-old legs are still cooking.
Oh, are you kidding me, Petey? Help it! Oh, hey now, hey now. What a play by Ryan McMahon.
How about that?
The Brewers are in Southern California to take on the Angels. Pat?
All right, Zach. The newest member of the Chicago Cubs, Antoine Kelly, a Chicago native, went to Maine East High School, 69th Chicago-born player to play for the Cubs. He's on the mound right now, working on Ben Rice. Lefty against lefty, 2 men on, 2 down, and the pitch inside for a ball. It's got to be an exciting moment for him, pitching at Wrigley for the first time ever.
Absolutely. Pitching for the first time in the big leagues, and oh, by the way, go get him. It's the 8th inning, 2 outs against the Yankees, 40,000 people.
And against their top home run hitter, Ben Rice. And there's a strike, 1-1. 2-0 Yanks. They had 2 men on with nobody out. Now there are 2 down. And they still have that 2-0 lead. Runners lead at first and second. And the 1-1. And it's swung on and missed. Actually foul tipped.
Yeah, good slider.
It's now 0-2. Make it 1 ball and 2 strikes. Kelly works over on the third base side of the rubber. The fans pulling for him. And now Kelly backs away.
He's having trouble with the pitch count device. That's not what you want in your very first hitter in the big leagues.
No.
You know, you've made a couple good pitches, and now you kind of stall out everything. Okay, they're saying they're going to go with it.
Home plate umpire Tom Hanahan out to see about Kelly. Kelly verbally communicated something with Amaya. Two nothing Yanks, top of the 8th inning, 2 down. Runners at first and second, a ball and 2 strikes on Ben Rice. Kelly ready. The Cub left-hander delivers low and outside. 2-2. Still kind of cloudy, warm, and breezy here at Wrigley. Wind has picked up, blowing toward left again. And now the stretch for the 2-2 pitch. And here it comes. Swing and a foul at the plate. He almost got him. Just a little foul tip in and out of the glove of Amaya.
I like the pitch. Great execution. 2-seamer, 97 miles an hour. In on the hands of Rice. Now you might have him set up after that heater inside to see if you throw that slider away.
Outfield straight away. And the 2-2 to Rice. Fouled away.
That was a slider, but it wasn't away. And Kelly got away with one there. That pitch is in the middle. Rice with 31 home runs on the year was right on time with that slider.
Rice today 1 for 3 with a single. Big spot in this game. Kelly delivers again. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Welcome to the Chicago Cubs, Antoine Kelly. He strikes out Ben Rice to end the inning and gets a nice ovation from these fans. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Yankees 2, Cubs none. Cubs nothing. And this is the score. And
so this is MLB Network Talent Stars.
Okay.
The stars of MLB Network. Can I trade a pack of these for a signed Lawrence Shahadi card?
How about we do a little bit of both? Money, a little trade.
Will you open it up and see if you like it?
They're really nice.
If I sign it, does that equal the Lawrence Shahadi 20?
All right.
Do we have a good trade?
We have a good trade. Thank you so much. That was fun.
Nice doing business with you.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
NLU means business. Visit NLU.edu today.
We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Cubs trail 2-0. Michael Conforto will try to start a rally.
What an exciting moment for Kelly. How about striking out one of the league's home run leaders in your very first appearance in the big leagues?
I'm sure he will never forget that moment.
Against the Yankees at Wrigley in front of 40,000? Nope. That pitch was challenged, and it ends up being wide. Ball strike challenge sponsored by Northwestern Medicine.
A ball and a strike on Michael Conforto.
Strikeouts by Cubs pitchers brought to you by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers.
The right-hander Blackburn ready, and the 1-1 pitch. And it's taken for a strike, 1-2.
Fordo didn't like that pitch either. He thought it was high. He challenged the one before that, and then that pitch borderline.
Paul Blackburn takes a deep breath. He always works out of the stretch. Cubs are down by a pair, bottom of the 8th inning. And the 1-2 to Conforto, down low for a ball. 2-2.
There's not been any stolen bases for the Cubs in this ball game today, but stolen bases sponsored by a Turo Tire. Chicago's hometown tire. Get called safe with a Turo. Find yours at TuroTires.com.
The 2-2 from Blackburn. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The ball in the dirt, necessitating a throw by the catcher Wells to the first baseman Goldschmidt. So it's a strikeout, and the putout is 2-3. One away, bottom of the 8th inning. 2-0 Yankees, and the batter is Swanson.
Bregman was a cleanup hitter today, and they're sponsored by Chicagoland's appliance leader, Grand Appliance. Get your all-star Bosch kitchen today at GrandAppliance.com.
Swanson 0 for 2. Let's see if Dansby can get on. If you would have told me when the game started that it would be a 2-0 game in the 8th inning, I would have said, no way.
I would agree.
Here's the 1-0. And that's a strike. All of the other 28 teams will play later on. I would think a lot of you might even be going to a game or preparing to play in a game if you're listening right now. Trading deadline, nothing shaking in that regard. Zach Zaidman's been watching the transaction wire all day long. And now the 2-1 from Blackburn. Swanson swings and misses. 2-2.
Now you hear about the Cubs and the Yankees being very prominent with the trade deadline, with needs. So everybody is paying attention to what these two teams are looking to do.
Time called. Dansby backs away. Many times, Ron, little will happen, and then a flurry of activity will occur in the final day.
Yeah.
Seen that many times. You get 10 or 12 transactions right at the wire for the deadline. Now the 2-2. Curveball low and away. 3-2.
I was traded at the deadline, right at the final hours of the trade deadline.
Dansby trying to get on to get the tying run to the plate. And he hits a chopper foul toward third. Might have chopped it down off his own foot. Walking off a little of the pain. Still walking it off. He's taking his time getting back into the box. The umpire Hanahan aware that Dansby hit that ball off his own foot, so he's giving him a little extra time. 2-0 Yankees, bottom of the 8th inning. One away, bases empty. Now the payoff. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Curveball got him. And Blackburn gets the first 2 Cubs on strikes. And it's up to Miguel Amaya to try to crank up a rally.
A little change up to Dansby right on right. Pitching a good location right on the outside corner, and Dansby just out in front of that ball.
40,129 the attendance as Amaya takes strike 1. And I'm pretty sure we'll have sellouts every day on the homestand. 3 with the Yanks, 3 with the Dodgers starting on Monday. The 0-1. Strike 2 call. For one of the few times all year the Cubs have not drawn a single base on balls in this game.
Well, and I think that goes back to Warren getting the scouting report, against the Cubs, and I'm going to throw the ball over the plate.
Yeah, the 0-2. Maya looks at a ball in the dust. The Yankees started the day 3.5 games behind surprising Tampa. That's in the American League East. The Cubs began the day 5.5 behind Milwaukee in the National League Central. The 1-2, strike three, swinging at a breaking ball in the dirt. Blackburn has just struck out the side as we go to the 9th inning. 2-0 New York over the Cubs on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
The Cubs play here.
It was a defensive play so iconic that we simply call it the catch.
This is the glove Willie Mays had when he made that catch. This is great.
Oakland pitcher Dave Stewart was named the World Series MVP.
It really comes from like the kings of Siam would give their courtiers white elephants, which were sacred animals.
They need to know this story. That's amazing.
Nobody could steal a base like Ricky.
I'm the greatest of all time. Thank you.
So imagine making steals in these stuff.
So these are Thai Cubs.
And these are Thai Cubs.
So what I want to know is, were they ever swabbed for the DNA of opposing pitchers?
Roberts is no stranger to stolen bases himself.
That's what makes it special, is that everybody knew he was going to steal.
Roberts is going.
You know what they say, one great play deserves another. Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
There's the tic-tac-toe game. He's got it started. We'll see if Wally Joyner wants to play. Aha! Good move. Good move, Wally. That's a good move. It's a block by Lyons. Joyner now. He's going to the bottom left corner. This is Steve Lyons. He put 2 X's in on 1 turn. For the victory. Now he tells him, I cheat.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Top 9, 2-0 Yankees. The 9th inning is sponsored by Circa Resort and Casino. Get ready for the time of your life. CircaLasVegas.com. Pat?
Antoine Kelly will still be on the mound for the Cubs, the Chicagoland native. Left-hander fires to Ryan McMahon. And the first pitch is inside for ball 1. Dominguez on deck, and then Grisham. Lefty to lefty, the 1-0. Fastball strike, it's even. Glancing to the bottom of the 9th inning, the Cubs are going to have the top of the order up. Pete Crow Armstrong, Pedro Ramirez, and Michael Busch are due to bat in the bottom of the 9th. Here's a swing and a foul back by McMahon. You count 1-2.
Man, a lot of at bats. He's got 236 ABs, only hitting 208. He's had some struggles this year offensively. This guy's an accomplished third baseman, but he's had his struggles with the bat this year.
Kelly ready for his 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. Line drive toward right. Diving stop by Nico. Gets up and throws him out. Wonderful play by Nico Horner. He took a base hit away from the Yankee hitter with a great defensive effort.
I was watching McMahon as he hits this ball. It's a bullet in a hole. It's got base hit written all over it. And Nico with a sprawling diving catch. And when you're struggling as a hitter, it just seems like those just happen to you all the time. Nico with a great play. You could just see the shoulder slump running down the line of McMahon.
First pitch missing to Jason Dominguez. David Bednar, former Pirate, is throwing in the Yankee bullpen. Here comes the 1-0. That'll be a strike. He tried to check, went too far. And it's 1-1. We're in the 9th inning, 2-0 Yankees lead. The 1-1 to Dominguez. A little bit upstairs, 2-1.
Both managers today working with a very limited bullpen. You know, both of them very happy that their starting pitchers pitched really well and pitched deep into the game.
2 solo home runs by the Yankees, the difference in the game. There's a wild pitch that hit the backstop on the fly. It's ball 3, 3-1. If you're just joining us, the Yankees got their first run, a solo home run by Ahmed Rosario in the 4th inning. And it was a long home run, and then Spencer Jones homered in the 5th inning. And that's it. Here's the 3-1. Down low, he walked in. Dominguez gets the base on balls. It brings up Trent Grisham.
Now see if one of them good sliders you threw last inning can get you a ground ball. Grisham, a pretty good contact guy.
Left-hander against left-hander. Short lead at first by Dominguez. First pitch low and in, ball 1. Again, we'll be here again all weekend long. Tomorrow is a night game beginning at 6:15. Sunday a day game, 1:20. Cubs and Yanks, and then the Dodgers come in for a couple of night games. Monday and Tuesday. Bouncer to short. Picked by Dansby. Steps on second. Throws to first. Double play. 6-3 on the double play. Dansby playing right behind second. The sharp ground ball went right to him. He ran straight ahead as he was reaching back to make the throw. He stepped on the bag and threw to first.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
On the mound for the Halos, 6-7 record, 2.78 ERA, right-hander Walbert Urania.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. There's a chase out of the zone on the sweeper, and Pena is retired for the first out of the game.
Yeah, that's the pitch. I think when you look over the years, the Angels have had success against Pena. It's been to get him a chase on a breaking ball. That's a good sweeper there. Getting better and better.
Right there.
There it is. Strike 3 call.
Had him looking for a four-seam fastball upstairs. Got the four-seam fastball downstairs. The 101.
Foul tip, strike 3, third strikeout for Urania.
And down on that changeup goes the leadoff batter in the inning. Their cleanup man, Lamont Wade Jr.
There's strike 3 to Spence. So Urania does get out of the inning without giving up a run or a hit.
And that's a changeup that gets Spence swinging, struck him out, and that will end the inning.
Baby, I'm that feeling you get when you got a job on the ropes.
Like a window install?
One you're about to knock out with Bosch lasers.
Oh.
More like KO, am I right?
Was that a punchline?
Sure was, Laser Man.
The more you Bosch, the more you feel like a...
Chicago traffic is optional. Vertiport Air Taxi flies downtown in an average of 16 minutes and less than 1 hour flights regionally. Book at notraffic.vip.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Chicago Cubs. They may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form.
Pete Armstrong takes a strike, Zach.
And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago Cubs. Pat?
Former Pirate David Bednar, the new Yankee pitcher, right-hander. And he misses low and outside. He was a trade deadline acquisition by the Yankees a year ago from the Pirates for 3 prospects.
So far this year, 22 saves out of 24 opportunities.
The 1-1. Pete hits a fly ball to left, and the left fielder Jones is right there to make the catch. One away.
Bednar's always been a hard thrower, real straight fastball, but very firm with the split finger.
2-0 Yankees. Pedro Ramirez will try to get on base. Bednar always works from the stretch. And he brings a breaking ball down low, ball one.
Opponent's pitching changes sponsored by Sloan, the official water efficiency partner of the Chicago Cubs and leader in smart water and commercial restroom solutions. Learn more at sloan.com.
Ramirez has one of the Cubs' 4 hits, a first inning single. He needs to get on right now if he can. The 1-0 pitch fouled away. 2-0 Yankees lead. One away, bottom of the 9th inning. Very few fans have left. Michael Busch on deck. Bednar with a brand new ball, preparing for the 1-1. Line drive, base hit, right field. Down the line, over to pick it up is Dominguez. And Pedro Ramirez with his second hit of the day. He just continues to do impressive things, Ron.
I'll tell you, you know, the making plays late in the ball game that are difficult on defense, the game on the line, he's done that. And big at bats with the game on the line, you know, and just having quality at bats. This guy is here to stay for a long time in the big leagues.
Now the Cubs have the tying run at the plate. Michael Busch, the batter. And he will swing and miss. 0-1.
Wish he was sitting on that split finger. He got it. Bednar just threw it in a good location down.
Bednar has only allowed 3 home runs in 46 innings of work this year. Busch today, 0 for 3. 2-0 Yankees, one away, bottom of the 9th. And Busch takes low and in.
Back-to-back split fingers from Bednar.
Outfield pretty much straight away. Jones, Grisham, and Dominguez. Alex Bregman is on deck. Michael Busch, the tying run at the plate. Here's the 1-1. A swing and a pop-up. Left side, shallow left, racing in Jones. The left fielder makes the catch. And that's out number 2. And now the Cubs are down to their last chance. Alex Bregman is coming up.
Well, Bregman had about his best couple series of the season on the road in Pittsburgh and in St. Louis. Cubs need a big swing of the bat from Bregman here.
Bregman had 10 hits in the 4 games in St. Louis, to your point, Ron. And he's the tying run, 2 down, bottom of the 9th inning. And the pitch, curveball outside, running and taking second uncontested is Ramirez. No stolen base.
They're going to challenge this pitch. Ball strike challenge, sponsored by Northwestern Medicine.
And it was outside. Bregman has 11 home runs. The wind still blowing out toward left. 2 down, bottom of the 9th inning. The 1-0 from Bednar. And Bregman hits a comebacker right to the mound, and the ball game is over as Bednar runs halfway to first, shovels it to Goldschmidt, and the ball game is over. The Yankees win game 1 by a score of 2-0. We'll be back with the totals in just a moment on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Cubs fans, it's Pete Crow Armstrong. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network. And they're out of here. If a Cubs pitcher strikes out 9 players during a regular season home game, Tito's Handmade Vodka will donate $250 to Paws Chicago, up to $10,000 per year. As one of the largest comprehensive no-kill animal welfare organizations in the nation, Paws Chicago continues to build programs to end the killing of homeless pets. Cheers to the home team with Tito's. And let's hear it for the Cubs. Distilled and bottled like 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Our Northsiders understand that baseball is a team sport. Everyone has to play their part, and players need to know